What if the very thing standing in your way is actually your greatest advantage? Hey everyone, I'm Joseph and welcome back to the channel. Right now, somewhere out there, someone is losing their job, getting rejected by their dream school, watching their relationship crumble, or battling a health diagnosis that feels impossible. If that's you, pause for a second. Because what I'm about to share is not just motivation, it's a complete operating system for life. The ancient Stoics had a single sentence that changed everything. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. That's Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor, and that idea became the title of Ryan Holiday's book, The Obstacle is the Way. Today, I'm breaking it down into a practical blueprint you can start using immediately. Stick with me till the end. I'm going to give you the exact 3-step process that turns every obstacle into your greatest advantage. Let's begin. This isn't New Age fluff. This is 2,000-year-old wisdom that has been used by presidents. Abraham Lincoln lost elections, businesses and loved ones before the White House. Inventors, Thomas Edison's 10,000 failed attempts. Athletes, writers, entrepreneurs, and even prisoners of war. The core truth: life is not happening to you. Life is happening for you, if you choose to see it that way. Obstacles are not interruptions, they are the path. The Stoics broke this down into 3 unbreakable disciplines. 1. Perception, how you see the problem. 2. Action, what you do about it. 3. Will, how you respond when you can't control the outcome. 1. The first discipline, perception. Most people see an obstacle and think, this is terrible, this ruins everything. The Stoic sees the exact same obstacle and thinks, this is training, this is data, this is the lesson I needed. Ryan Holiday puts it perfectly. There is no good or bad without us, there is only perception. How do you train this? Step 1. Objectivity. Strip away the emotion. Ask, what is actually happening here? Not, why is this happening to me? Step 2. Reframe. Turn, I lost my job, into, I've been given time to build the business I always dreamed of. Turn, my relationship ended, into, I've been freed to become the version of myself I was meant to be. Step 3. Amor fati. Love of fate. Say out loud, this is exactly what I needed right now. Real quick story. Demosthenes in ancient Greece had a terrible stutter. People laughed at him when he tried to speak in public. Most would have given up. He put pebbles in his mouth, practiced speaking over ocean waves, and became the greatest orator in history. His obstacle became his way. Try this tonight. Write down your biggest current obstacle. Then rewrite it 3 different ways, each one showing how it's actually an advantage. Do it right now. Pause the video if you have to. Perception is the first domino. 2. The second discipline, action to do. Perception without action is just daydreaming. The Stoics didn't wait for perfect conditions. They acted with what they had, where they were, with whatever energy was left. Key rules: start small, start stupid. The first step doesn't have to be brilliant, it just has to be taken. Iterate relentlessly. Edison didn't fail 10,000 times. He found 10,000 ways that didn't work. Every failure was data. Focus on what's in your control. You can't control the economy, but you can control how many outreach messages you send today. Practical hack I use: the obstacle ritual. When you hit a wall, ask 3 questions. 1. What's one tiny action I can take in the next 10 minutes? 2. What's the smallest possible step that still moves me forward? 3. If I were advising my best friend in this exact situation, what would I tell them to do? Then do it. No excuses. Story time. In 2008, during the financial crisis, most people froze. One young investor named Ryan Holiday looked at the chaos and said, "This is my chance to learn directly from the best." He cold-called legendary investor Nassim Taleb, got mentored, and built a career that led to multiple bestsellers. Same crisis, two different perceptions, two different actions, two completely different lives. 3. The third discipline, will. Sometimes action isn't enough. Sometimes the obstacle wins the round. That's when discipline 3, will, kicks in. This is your ability to accept what you cannot change while refusing to let it break you. The Stoics called it building an inner citadel, a place inside you that no external force can touch. How? Prepare for the worst. Premeditatio malorum. Every morning ask, what could go wrong today? Then decide in advance how you'll respond with grace. Practice voluntary discomfort. Take cold showers, skip a meal, walk in the rain. When real adversity hits, you're already trained. Focus on your character. You may not control the outcome, but you always control who you become in the process. J.K. Rowling was a single mom on welfare, rejected by 12 publishers. She could have quit. Instead, she kept writing. Her will turned rock bottom into Harry Potter, a billion-dollar empire. Will is what separates people who survive from people who thrive. It's quiet, it's private, and it's the most powerful force on earth. So let's make this real for you right now. Pick one obstacle in your life: money, health, relationship, career. Apply the 3 disciplines today. 1. Reframe it, perception. 2. Take one small action, action. 3. Decide in advance how you'll protect your peace no matter what. Will. Remember, Steve Jobs got fired from his own company, then used that time to create Pixar and Next, which brought him back stronger. The pattern is always the same: obstacle to perception, shift to persistent action, to unbreakable will, advantage. So here's the truth. Your obstacle is not in your way. It is the way. Every great story you've ever loved has the same plot. Hero meets impossible obstacle, and instead of running, they walk straight through it. You are the hero of your story. Starting today, when life hits you, smile and say, "Thank you. This is exactly what I needed." Then take the next step.